This is a day that the Lord has made. Welcome everyone. My name is Vanessa. I didn't have time to put my hair cute for this video, but let's just get right into it. Continuing with my love inspired look. Now I don't know if this is gonna be appropriate for work, but we're gonna do it. It is a work day. I am working from home. I don't think you will really be able to see too much what I'm doing. The corrector. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline eraser concealer, which I think this is in honey. So this morning I started out crying in the shower. If you're keeping up with my other videos, you'll know that this month is the month that my mother passed away. I have dreams probably every single night leading up to this month and through the month. It's just weird how that happens. I think about her every day, but she's heavy on my mind during this month. Of all things, I was thinking about planning her funeral. My mother had cancer. I was always praying for a miracle, but we knew that at some point my mother was going to pass. She had paid for my dad and her to have their coffin or their plot, all of that already paid. But we had to go over the details. What happens is the funeral person comes to your house. At least this is what happened for us. It was my mom, my dad, I was there, my oldest brother, and my mom's cousin who had a birthday in the same month, like a few days apart. She called her her angel. So it was us. And my mom, she wanted purple because that was her favorite color. Her wish was for all of us to wear purple. She was very specific. She said she wanted carnations because other types would be, like roses, would be too expensive. My mom was being frugal even in the planning of her funeral. She said, if you guys can afford mariachis, I would like mariachis. When you're Mexican, mariachis are almost always present at the parties. When we were talking about music, my dad said, I want Amor, Eterno to play by Durcal. And when my dad said that, my mom, she wanted to cry. In English, that means eternal love. And it is such a beautiful song. So the singer wrote the song when her brother passed away. And it says something like, I want your beautiful eyes to open. And I look at my face in the mirror and I see how I've aged and since you're passing. And I'm not the same. I'm not happy. Something like that, you guys. It's just a beautiful song. I wish I could see your eyes again. Whew. My mother and father did not have a perfect love story, but they had quite a love story that maybe one day I will write about it. I don't know. I'd have to have my brother's consent because it's interesting. Very interesting. And then my idea for my mom's songs was my parents, again, I'm Mexican, so my parents, ever since I guess they got married, they would lead marches, which is when you have a dance of any kind, whether it's for a quinceañera, whether it's for a wedding, a birthday, an anniversary, whatever. Whenever you start your dance, it starts with a marcha. It's basically whoever you decide, it's part of the party, the main people. You have a man and a woman partners. You form a circle basically and do all different steps and moves in this circle. And my mom and dad did that for their entire marriage. The last one my mother did was for my cousin's Sweet 16 party. My mom was in her wheelchair. She was sick. It was probably 4 months before my mom passed away. And she planned the march. There's a certain song that would play. And it was a song my mom and dad just always used it. And I think it's called the Zacatecas Marcha or so, Marcha de Zacatecas. It was so hard to speak, you know, knowing that she wasn't going to be there. But I was like, that needs to be played. That's a huge part of who you were. We had the services at the Catholic Church because that's where my mom and dad got married. That's where my mom and dad took us. We had all our sacraments there. And it so happened that my mom's brother was a deacon there at the church, so he got the special permission to make sure we could play that song. So so it was played. She said, I don't want people coming 2 days, have everything if one day, and she's like, I prefer Saturday. My mom passed away on a Sunday night, the 22nd, and we had her service on the following Saturday, which happened to be the day that the city had its annual parade and carnival and festivities. So someone who works for the city and works on the streets, he rerouted the parade because it was going to go right through the church. And my cousin made everyone these like I think they're called boutonnieres for the guys, and just real cute little a flower setting. I don't even know what you call them. And my mom's favorite colors with the carnations, and gave them to the boys. Yeah. I think she did a wrist thingy for me or something. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. You see this color? Another one of my MAC Selena eyeshadows, Fotos y Recuerdos. I guess it's a good time to use it because I am talking about memories right now. Which is what Recuerdos means. It's memories. Fotos is pictures. When we first walked into the church, like when everything officially started, there was mariachis playing the Marcha de Zacatecas, starting the party. Oh, I think I was so strong up until that point. Every time I hear music and it's in an emotional situation like that, I cry. I was bawling. Ooh, I was doing good, so good up to that point. But you know what was crazy is I colored my hair that morning because, yes, 9 years ago, I had some gray hairs. So I was coloring my hair that morning. And hair color is a very strong, you know, it has a very strong odor. But when I was in the shower, rinsing my hair off, I smelled flowers. And I just knew that was my mama visiting me. Actually, during that week, there was 2 other incidences that happened, and I just knew it was my mama. Me and my son have always been alone. When he was younger, and even at that age, he was not that young, but he was sitting in the bathroom with me while I went to the bathroom, and I had this soft rug that he would lay on. I made sure it was always clean, and he would lay on it or sit on it and color or play a game or whatever. So he was sitting with me because he was scared. You know, my mom had passed away. My bathroom was right here, and then the guest bathroom was just right on the other side of the wall. I knew every sound that my house made, being a single person. Well, it sounded like someone was in my guest bathroom turning on the sink. I am not kidding. Right at the moment that my son, I'm going to use this eyeshadow for my blush. So that happened right at the moment my son said, "Nana, I wish you were here." Bam. The sink in the other bathroom sounded like it turned on. For, I don't know, it all lasted maybe 10 seconds and then it turned off. I was like, "Emiliano, Nana heard you. She came to visit you." I don't know if this is going to look good, but we're going with it. And then another night that week, we were laying down, praying, talking before we went to bed. And my son, you know, he slept with me. So we were praying and he was singing a song to my mom. I don't remember the lyrics. It was just a song he made up. It was February. I had no heat on. I didn't even have it like set. It was off. I had no ceiling fan, no airflow coming into my room. I didn't hear any flies, nothing in my room. But when my little boy was singing his little song that he made up for my mom, I had a ceiling fan and, you know, it has the strings that hang down. One of those strings was going wild crazy back and forth. Again, probably for 10 seconds. I was like, "Emiliano, Nana was here." So crazy. Those are the only things that I can think of that happened, but miss my mama like crazy. I pray every morning that her soul is in heaven, enjoying the afterlife. So that makes me smile and makes me turn around, you know, my mood from being sad to being happy for my mom. Otherwise, I do not know how I would do it. Okay, I already set my under eye. I want to powder my T-zone. Yeah. My mom was my best friend. And when I do my skincare, when I do my makeup, when I'm cleaning, when I'm cooking, I think of my mom. I think of my mother. She was big on her skin, having good skin. Her and my dad were 5 years apart. My dad was 5 years older. My mom died at 63. She probably looked like me right now. She had the deep wrinkles and just a few wrinkles everywhere else. So yeah, she probably looked 25, 30 years younger than my dad. Even though they were only 5 years apart. She used to tell my dad to put on moisturizer, put on this, put on that. He never listened, so yeah, he aged. And then when he was older, he's like, "I should have listened to you, good. You look way younger than me." And my mom never went out doing her makeup. She always did her hair too. That I didn't get from her. She was Mrs. Clean. She's all about having a clean home. And she would tell me, "I don't like to cook, but I have to." And her food was good. It was very good. She didn't really let me help in the kitchen because she's like, "When you get married, you're going to be doing this every day. So enjoy your life right now." but I'm not married. Soon. Soon I know the Lord will send me my husband. Alright, y'all. I'm finishing this up here. Doing a lip liner. I know that this is too bright. So I thought, let me mix it in with a lip liner. And now it looks good, doesn't it? Alright, guys. I hope you had a few minutes to get ready yourself. I hope you enjoyed my story time talking about my mom. I loved her so much, and she will live in my heart forever. And I hope that you all have good memories of your parents as well, and that you cherish your relationships that you have now. Whew. Have a great day. Love you. See you next time.